you talk about, when they talk about women are the prize, how can they be the prize if the nigga gotta do all the work? You know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga gotta level up, if he gotta gain status, gain financial, a certain financial status, career status, he gotta be fit, gotta be in the gym, gotta be charismatic. He gotta work on himself. You're not just born with that shit. You gotta grow into it. You gotta mature. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through your phases of talking to different women to like understand women and shit. Like, so for the nigga that go through all that, how the fuck is he not the prize?
When they build themselves.
When he even built himself all the way up. Well, a woman, she can just have a fat ass and know how to smile at a nigga. Just have a good, you know what I'm saying, nice little personality. And the nigga will fall in love with her. She ain't really had to go through nothing to like really, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't really had to put in no real work to be attractive. Like she automatically is who she is.
Now go back to that other question you said what is it that's a woman boss up? Like what is it?
Oh yeah, so like when you talk about how, a man leveling up in order to like, be attractive to the women, what is it that women can say like, oh, I had to level up to be attractive for men for real? And that's a question.
I said, oh, well, they'd be like, I guess they own business, own cars,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what you say?
That shit, that's not what it is, because that's what men do in order to attract women. But that's not, you can't use the same premise when you're talking about women trying to attract men. They can't say, oh, I'm a boss chick, so I should be able to get this type of man. Like I'm a businesswoman and all that, because it's two different categories. Yeah, you can be a great businesswoman, you can be a boss chick, know how to get money and know how to do stuff like that. But the man that you want, he gonna be like, all right, that's all good and dandy, but like, do you know how to be a wife? Because if I come home and work from working and been talking to different clients all day, busting my ass, and I come home, nigga gonna want peace. Nigga gonna want a nice cooked meal. Niggas gonna want, that feminine energy to kind of like relax and be rejuvenated by that feminine energy. Nigga ain't gonna want to come home to no business partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna want to come home to no Jonas like talking about what I've been talking about all day, money, and getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna really want to do that with that. So that's not attractive to a lot of men that's on that type of level. So yeah, it's cool. You can, as a woman, you can talk all that. Yeah, I'm a boss chick. I make this money and all that. That's cool. You can be beautiful and all that. But, the type of guy that you really, really are attracted to, with all of the characteristics and, attributes that you would like, you basically turned yourself into him. And so why would he wanna be with you? Like, why would he wanna, settle down with you if he like, damn, like, she'll be a great friend. She'll be somebody to be cool to kick it with, but like on a daily basis of like coming home to, it probably would seem like a headache, because it's just like, nah, I want somebody to be the opposite of me. I want somebody I can relax and, be cool with, and like just let my hair down type shit. So I think women, they try to, I think they be focused more so on competing with men so much, they forget their natural role as a woman.
Yes, but your natural role as a woman is a what? A helpmate.
A helpmate and a nurturer.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. Cause like, I had this issue when I was married, bro. I was with my ex for 14 years. And so, when you would start asking these questions, it's like, damn, I had pride in like all the roles that I had to do as a man, right? I wasn't perfect, but it was certain things that I just wouldn't allow her to do in the house. Like, if it came to anything about like fixing up anything, taking out the trash, like doing the manly shit. Yeah. And if I seen her try to attempt to do it, I'd get pissed off. I'd be like, bro, you disrespected me for real. Like, why would you even try to do that and you know that I'm in the house? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what type of role did she have that she took pride in to be like, no, you can't do that. Like, this is what the role she couldn't name it, bro. It wasn't a role in the house what she would feel offended if I was to take over and do.
So it wasn't cooking, they want
Because I would do that. I would clean. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a role that she would be like, damn, like, I feel disrespected because you think you just gonna do this and I'm right here? Like, it was never that. So that's a question. And you're like, damn, so what do women these days take pride in doing and feel disrespected if a guy come in and try to do that for them? And it's nothing for real. So it's like, damn. That's how I know that like women be focused on more so on like competing with men versus like actually like just embracing their natural roles for real.
It ain't supposed to be a competition, it's supposed to be a camaraderie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a complimentary, bro. Like, so we gotta get back to that though, man. That's the only way it's gonna fix the family dynamic for real, like. Because when you raising kids and stuff, they looking at you, they looking at y'all, like, they looking at the parents like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. When we get older at this age, subconsciously, everything's being downloaded in their brain for real. So if your woman taking that masculine role and the dude kind of like just doing everything, like he doing his role and he helping doing her role too, like the daughter gonna be thinking she gonna be expecting that from her guy when she grow up. And it's gonna keep going through the same cycle, and the son gonna do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's crazy because it's like it seems like it's only our culture that deals with that shit. That's why you go out of the country. That's why a lot of dudes, we call these niggas passport bros.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know that shit transactional. I mean, you can't be that fucking dumb where you actually thinking these overseas women is actually loving you.
Right.
But the fact that it is, even though it's transactional, because this shit transactional here most of the time too.
Say that. I mean, but say that. Get on that, nigga.
Yeah. But
our relationships are transactional relationships.
Yeah. But the thing is, the difference is the transactional shit out there, at least the women make you feel like a man. Like my mans that be going over there, they be like, yeah. They go in the kitchen and act like they about to clean a dish or cook something, and the women will get pissed off, dog. Like they be like, yo, what are you doing? Get out of the kitchen. Cause they take pride in like making sure that they take care of their man while they in the house. When it comes to cooking and cleaning and all that shit, they do not want you to touch nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different type of experience when you're dealing with women in different countries and different cultures. So it's like, damn, like you paying top tier money here, you gotta be a high status guy just to get a nice looking woman here. But at the same time, you know, what type of reciprocation are you gonna get for that? Like, just because she look good, you gotta pay a whole lot of money or some shit? Like, that shit get old after a while. And then, a lot of men experience this as well. I know I experienced this dealing with a woman for like a long-term relationship, years and years and years. Now they start to ration out the pussy, bro. Start to ration that shit out. And you gotta do spectacular shit just to get it. It's kind of like they got this shit on the leash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
some women, they be like, they get mad that you make it. They say, oh, no, all you want is pussy. All you want is this spot. That's all it is. You just don't know. Let's explain to them about how it's really not, it's not about pussy. It's never about the pussy. It's never about, you know, that's like 10 or 5% of the build-up and with a black man or a man. Huh? 54-34. No. This 54-32. Nah. It's like 5 or 10% of the build up and what a black man has to go throughout the day.
Yeah.
Towards the take off, that even helps take off to decompress us throughout the day to be able to do more and do our best for the next day.
Facts.
And then y'all not knowing what it takes for us, what we got to do to be able to do. Only thing y'all are looking for us is just to do.
Just to do. Most of them. It's a small percentage women who, you know what I'm saying, be real considerate when it comes to like their man and making sure that they straight. Small percentage. They're out there, but it's not like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to that. Like, how do women supposed to make sure their man straight though? Or, you know, some be like, I'm make sure my shit out, but then in the man sense, he be looking like, but you don't do shit. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Like my ex-girlfriend, like she, you know, we had a good time together, but it was just like other shit where it kind of like, you know, we wasn't in alignment. But as far as like consideration and like really like looking out, she was one of the ones. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I used to go over her house and my job was closer to her house, so certain nights I just, you know, go to work from her house in the morning time. And bruh, like without me even asking, she would cook me motherfucking lunch, bro. And she understood my diet because, you know, I'm plant-based and all that. And she wasn't.
I ain't get under that.
You know what I'm saying? And then like before we would like lay down for the night, she'd go in the kitchen, cook my shit. I'd go in the morning time, she was like, yeah, it's in the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? The bag and everything, boxed up. Nigga, should be good as hell. My whole time when I was married, bro, never got that. Never got that, bro. So it took me to get a different girlfriend to experience that shit. And I'll never forget, it was like certain things she did, like just being considerate. I'll be like, damn, like this is what it's like to like really experience a woman being considerate for real. And it make you feel good as a man. Like just little shit like that. It ain't even gotta be about sex all the time. And then she made sure I was straight in that situation too. You know what I'm saying? It was just other shit that it kind of threw the whole relationship shit off. But yeah, like that shit made me think about women differently when I experienced that shit. For real. It's not a lot of women out here that's gonna move like that either. I'll tell you that. It's not, because I mean I talk to some men all the time. They tell me, nigga, my wife don't do no shit like that, or my girl don't do no shit like that, nigga.
We get the girls that they be calling us like some mess with somebody or whatever. Then when you tell them about it, like, goddamn, right? Send me something or do something with a whole rule. They get mad because they probably really can't do.
Yeah.
And then they get mad that you asking them, and they feel like, nah, you gonna be thinking, they go to all that shit, and it's like, goddamn, what a reciprocation is, like shit.
Right. It's like, when you ask a woman what do they require or what is their standards on dating men, they can give you a whole motherfucking 5-page essay. But when you ask them, all right, so what would you do in order to like be able to keep that type of man? Like what would you give that man in order for you to believe that that's deserving for you to keep that type of man? And they will be like, just be me or just be supportive. Like they'll give like some real like surface level type of answers. Mm-hmm. And because they never really think about it. They never really think about like what it takes to like really deserve that type of guy. They're only thinking about what they can get most of the time. So that's the unfortunate part. Mm. But you know, when we was kids, men will always talk to, like, as boys, hey, always open up the door for a lady, always do this for a woman, you know, be gentlemen and all that. We was taught that from kids, right? From our mothers, right? Yeah. But women, they always was being told what to expect from a man instead of what to do. That's what our culture was, like, you know what I'm saying, brought up on. Oh yeah, a man's supposed to do this for you, a man's supposed to do this for you, and he's supposed to do that. If he ain't doing that, don't mess with him. But they was never taught on, damn, you supposed to do this for a man in order to attract this type of guy. They never was taught that, bro. They was only given the whole princess mindset. That's why these women now, I want the princess treatment. Because they with all these movies and shit that they've been watching since they was kids, the Disney fairy tale shit. That's just what it is, bro. That's what it is. So it's a mindset. It's not about the physical or the amount of money they make. It's the mindset that come with that shit, bro. And long term, it can be a headache for a lot of men, especially for men that's really just on the pursuit of like leveling up and being successful. They got a tight program that they're running, a routine or whatever they got going on. If a woman is going to be a headache, it's going to be a detriment to their potential. So that's why a lot of guys now are just choosing to be single. It's less of a headache, less of the money going out. It just seems like the pros of being with a woman and being in a committed relationship it's not outweighing the cons and shit. Especially nowadays that you can actually just get sex without being in a relationship. Like so many women out here just having casual sex. It's not like, you gotta just be tied down and shit. Yeah. Yeah, this Gen Z, this generation right here, Gen Z, man, the mindset is crazy. But they already said by the year 2030, I think they said year 2030, they said 45% of women is going to be single and childless. 45% of the women in the U.S. population by the year 2030 will be single and childless. Because their standards are just ridiculous and they're not really being raised or have the mindset of being a helpmate, being a wife. And so guys are just like, I'm just not about to pay my money or spend all my energy and time on something that's not really helping me in my life.
Yeah.
You can find you a diamond, you know what I'm saying? Keep her. Don't fuck around. Don't be on no dumb shit. If you find a one that's gonna be in alignment with you, and she gonna support you on your goals, she gonna support you through your challenging seasons and all that. Those are jumps that's rare, like hard to find. Like you stumble upon one of those. That ain't no coincidence. That's God right there. So you gotta understand when that come in your life, you gotta make sure one that you. Matter of fact, I don't think that woman is gonna come in your life unless you are in alignment with God yourself. Like you gotta be in alignment with your purpose in your life and with God in order for you to like really get to that point to be like, damn. Because in order to like know if that's the one, you gotta kind of know yourself at a certain level. Because you'll be able to be like, this is what I need. Yeah. But if you don't know who you are all the way and know your purpose all the way, you're not gonna know what type of woman you need. I mean, I think the most important thing, bro, is like as men, you gotta focus on, you gotta be selfish for a little bit. Be single, like be intentionally single for a little bit. For at least a year, unless you already in a relationship and you feel like that's the one, great. But if you just out here playing around, not being intentional, just fucking off, like just entertaining, like just random women and shit, I don't think that's a smart move, honestly. I don't think that's a smart move. I think you should kind of focus on yourself, put more time in getting money, get level up. Because women ain't going nowhere. They always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So get yourself right, and then you'll have better options anyway. I don't think it's smart for you to be like, I'm just going to spend all my time on just dealing with, just trying to get cat. That's some shit when you like early 20s, teenage years, you doing everything you doing. Remember how we were doing that shit when we was young, going to the clubs, going to all the lounges, getting fresh, you know what I'm saying? trying to buy all the sections and shit, doing that to get capped. You ain't really doing that for the guys. That was your motivation, but now you get a certain age. I'm 37. I'm about to be 38 this year, so my mindset has totally shifted from that young boy shit. So but now I got the opportunity to be single shit. I'm taking full advantage. Full advantage. And you don't have nobody that you're responsible for. You know, you got a daughter, but that's the only thing I'm responsible for at this moment. Everybody else, hey man, I ain't got no attachments. And it comes with a certain type of freedom. You know what I want to talk about, bro?
Talk to me.
Women, when they are dealing with dudes that they know are inadequate. A lot of women.
They do that so they can control them.
Exactly.
That's how my shit was. You remember they was talking about on the show?
Yeah.
Saying one show said she don't want a nigga that's built up. She want build a nigga.
Yeah, that's an insecurity in her.
Yeah.
Cause she want to control, and then also they be attracted to the dudes that, you know what I'm saying, that's on their shit. But it's like when they talking to them, they don't feel at ease. They don't feel safe because they like, damn, this nigga can leave me at any time. He has so many different options where it's like it's unsettling for them. They get anxiety because of that, because they feel like inadequate in some type of way or insecure. They don't even, because there be beautiful women like that too though. You know what I'm saying? But they feels like they have to be like the shining light in a nigga eye. Like, if they not that, they don't feel like they can be in control of that situation. Yeah, they don't feel like they can be in control for real. But it's a lot of women like that. It's a lot of women. Keep moving.
It's Phantom.
Now, when you did it before, wasn't it a little higher than this? Or,
Nah, we probably saying it because I put the C on it. Or a couple on it because the drop is your first drop. Like, normally when you normally constantly get it, like you constantly get a fade or whatever, then you weren't even getting the C, or you just getting it just faded straight. And then, alright. And you just get it faded straight because that's just your cut. You know what I'm saying? You get it faded straight then through. Then after that, that's when you got like the temp or whatever, right? And then when you're doing that, then when you're going to go back to like the drop again, the skin drop again, you got to do the very first to where as though you're doing the drop as though it's a low drop fade right is to where you're going to see the C a little bit.
okay.
You get to give the whole fade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, thing. And then after that, once you know what I'm saying, once you can say this, you come right and say, no, I don't even want the C's. Over time, it'll just be this right here, because all this is smoothed down. It'll just be this all this right here be gone, but it'll be laid down with all you got fades is this even more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Alright, that's a bet.